Okay, so we're back at it again. We're back here at Sycamore Creek. I'll probably say Sycamore Creek is my home course. So we back here today. We're probably gonna be playing on blue tees. Gonna probably be playing on blue tees again, and we're shooting from scratch today. So this is gonna be a slight golf vlog. We're gonna have some tips and tricks in there, but just ride along with me and play these 18. But stay tuned. We're gonna try to show y'all every tee shot. The goal is to show y'all every tee shot, show y'all how to approach, and show y'all how to putt at least. So stay tuned. Playing from the blues. Just wanna. Nice slow backswing. Follow through. So we just want a fairway finder with this. So let our club find the fairway, right? That's all we want. That's a good ball. That's a very good ball. That shit might go all the way to the creek. Stop, please stop. Okay, good drive. Good drive. To the 150 marker, it looks like. Got a nice takeoff. Nice takeoff indeed. Okay, so we had a beautiful drive. The drive landed this right kind of by the 150 mark. So we on hole number one, well past the 150 mark. 150 mark is right there. So it measures about 115 to the pin. The pin is in the middle. We got a little bit of wind going left to right. So definitely I'm aiming towards that left side of that pin. We're not gonna fade it. We're gonna keep it straight. I have a natural fade shot. We're gonna keep it straight. Some people like to go wrist first and then here. For me, it's come back slow. It's a nice, this one needs to be just nice and slow. You don't need anything crazy with this one. That's nice and slow. With a stupid fade and a bad shot. Oh my gosh. Well, we in the bunker. Easy shot. Messed up. And part of that was because I had my toe too early. Yeah, see? Should have been here and coming from under. But first wedge shot of the day. Can't be too mad. We pin high, so we know we used the right club. But it was bad contact. I took my eyes off the ball. As you can see, I took it off in the last second, so I kind of bladed it. It could have been a way worse shot. It just went 10 yards to the right. But like I said, it was pin high. Wow, well, look at me. So it looks like my next shot is out this this mud bunker. So we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it. First, I want to see what this is. Okay, it's kind of muddy, sandy. It's gonna be a wet shot. Just really use the bounce of the club. You really want to use the bounce of the club with shots like this, right? There we go. Look at the rollout. Get there. Good shot. And I know you've seen the mud that was on that ball, but in route regulations, I couldn't, do anything about it. Look at my feet. I just look like I just came. Like, what is this? What is this? Oh, man. But anyway, that was a great out, as you can see. Beautiful out. But look at my ball. That was a great out, and look at my ball. Let's see, should I wipe this off or should I just putt it like this? Wipe it off or putt it. This is for par. This is for par. I really don't want to mess up my gloves too much, so we're going to putt it. We're going to just putt this. Look at the stain. I mean, this is terrible. First putt of the day. I usually take my gloves off, but I tapped it. I fucking tapped it. I didn't follow through, but no warm up on the putts. First putt of the day. We'll take a bogey. We did some. The thing about, I'm gonna try to let that ball run out and clean off. So the good thing about a hole like that is you gotta, on any hole, you gotta assess the good you did. You can't dwell on the bad. Assess the good. Of course, you want to do better and then move on. So we had a great drive. Our second shot was terrible. And one of my rules is you got to have 2 good shots in a row to get a birdie or a par. So my second shot, as you see, was bad. Left me right at the green. Had a great out. Putt wasn't too good. I probably could have assessed the greens a little better. I was rushing that, worried about a dirty ball. But overall, a good hole. We got a bogey to start. Now we on the hole 2. Let's get it. All right. Let's see. So we on hole number 2 right now. All we need is a calm drive. Oh, we looking for fairway finders. That's all we want. We just want to find a fairway. So let's find a fairway real quick. Stay down. Calm full swing. Compact. Stay right inside. Stay inside. Stay inside right here. Boom, right? That was a bad drive, but it came off okay. It's a fairway finder, but it was a bad one. I didn't like that at all. But it came off with a draw pattern. I'm lined up to get on into, but I didn't like it. You know when you just don't like it, when you ain't feeling it, you know? Okay, the drive could have been better, but we in a good spot. It was I didn't like the drive. I just didn't like the drive. Anybody would take this, you know, low grass, fairway, not in front of the bunker, really straight at the pin. You know, anybody would love this. So we got 115 to the hole, 128 to the middle. So we're gonna take some off a pitching wedge. We're gonna use like a pitching wedge, but we're gonna open the face up a little bit on the pitching wedge. Don't try this at home. Since it's 115, really just, honestly, we could do a pitching wedge shot like halfway, you know? If you just do it halfway, that should be cool. With a fade on it, with a nice fade on it halfway. Remember, we want to keep them triceps tight, slow back swing, and come through the ball. So, this one we're gonna do, oh, damn, that's too much. And it has a draw, sit. Damn, I don't like where that went. I don't like where that went. And I didn't fade it at all. Kind of went through and I stopped right here. I probably was better off taking my 52 and swinging this, because my 52, I know with a full 52 I could get like 115, 120, and I could all really just hit the front of the green and rolled up. But let me feel that shot out again. And that's another thing, when you open your face up, you got to move the ball closer to the front of your foot. That's how that swing should have been, but that's cool. Like, wow, look at that. I thought it was a terrible shot, and it was a bad shot because we're not on the green. So, you know, we're supposed to be on the green in 2, but this shot was literally pin high. I thought we was a little further up here or something like that, but literally pin high. So now we just gotta approach, get on the green with a nice chip. The chip right here, we want to use the bounce and kind of let the green do the work. I mean, just a little soft. That's all we need. Ooh. Okay, right there, the grass is funny. So we want to lead more with the edge. The bounce is not going to be too good for that right there. Roll out. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. We still lined up for par. Okay, so now we want to take our time, and even though it looks close and easy, these could be the funny joints. We want to take a little second, look at it. I'm serious about this putt, so we're going to take off my glove. I'm serious about it, so. All right, let's get it. A little bit more up. We just follow through with shit like this. Just right there. There we go. Nice par, first par of the day, hole 2 par. Let's get that. Let's get a birdie. We gotta knock that. We gotta knock that that bogey out the way. But that was a good par. Should have been a birdie. But you see how it should have been a birdie? Then my second shot would have been better. So we had 2 decent shots. First shot was bad. Second shot was not too good. But we still was pin high. Still able to get on the green in 3 and 1 putt. So that's money. So we are now at hole 3. So first things first, for me and anybody who's a beginning golfer, one thing that I learned early on was that somebody taught me was to line up towards the hazard. So if you're trying to avoid something, you want to tee yourself up towards that target or hazard you're trying to avoid. For me, I promote more of a fade shot, straighter fade shot. So here we're gonna aim towards that left hump past the 150 mark, and we're going to try to fade it down into the middle where we're going to. We're not going to try anything. We're going to do that. Remember, when you manifest and you speaking, you got to speak life into yourself. So we're going to do something. We're not going to try. We're going to make it happen. We're not going to hope. We're going to will it to happen. All right, so let me warm up real quick. Lock in. Just want a straight drive. That's all. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Just straight. I just want to get it up there. That's bad. It's bad. It's gonna skip out. Oh wow, that was bad. That was really bad. That was bad. My backswing was poor. Backswing was poor. My setup, it was just bad. It was just bad. It was just bad. I rushed my swing, but it's still playable ball. So I'm thankful for that. Okay, so after a piss poor drive from the blues to hitting that hump and magically making it here where it probably should have been out, we got about 194 to the front on a loose slope this way. Anytime you're playing on a hill, you got to be sure to kind of swing with the hill. So naturally swinging with this hill feels like it's going to bring it a fade. It's a slight slant. It's not crazy. The pin is slightly to the right. So honestly, if I aim straight and with the natural shape of this hill, it probably would bring me right left of the hole. So we're using a 6-iron here. Using a 6-iron, we want to be slow. We want to be intentful with the swing. Bad swing, but it should run out. It should get down there and run out. Damn, it was a rush swing. The first practice swing was good. That's why I always like to do at least 2 practice swings. And take your time. Treat your practice swings like your swing. If I would have treated those 2 practice swings like my swing, his shot I hit would have been much better, because I took my eyes up off the ball at the last second a little bit, so I didn't make best contact. So honestly, if I had to gauge where I made that contact at, it was definitely on probably the lower part of this, maybe more closer to the hill. It wasn't good contact. It wasn't good contact. So this is, like I said, this is just teaching moments. We out here teaching. So we had a terrible drive, in my opinion. Still was playable, a little bit to the rough, bad lie. Had to hit a second shot. My second shot landed me here with the 6-iron, so we definitely ran it low. It wasn't great contact. It was a low runner. Definitely caught that hill and ran down here. If I would have caught better contact on that 6, we would be on the green for sure. For sure. So right now we dealing with this. So we got a flat runny green. These greens are very good. They run. So definitely I don't like to lead with my edge on, greens that are very runny, because you'll get more, is it more or less? I guess less spin, and it'll run out more. For me, I like to use more of the bounce and almost flop it up there to get the ball coming at a higher loft to drop softer and run less. So we're gonna try this right here. Let's see if I can bring this into action for y'all. All right, we on this hill too. It's almost like a chip, but honestly, you're gonna get like a halfway swing and come up with it, Oh, that was bad. That was so bad. That was so bad. See, that's the thing about trying to, I messed that up because I was in between 2 shots, honestly. I'm sitting here trying to open my face, and I had it in front of my feet. And if I'm gonna do that, if I'm gonna do it like that, I need to be leaning more into the shot and just coming up. So now after my terrible chip, which now y'all get to see the good and bad, but when I'm locked in, especially, I didn't get a warm up too. So usually if I warm up, I'm very good around the greens. But let's see, this is my par chip, par shot. Let's see if we can make this. So let's make this for y'all. Let's make this. So we got that warm up. We had to feel it out real quick. A little slow on the backswing. Lead with the wrist. You want to lead with that bow, that wrist. Oh, what? You see that? Man. Did you see that spin that it had just now? It was a good chip, right? But I probably should have led with my leading edge more, because you see when it's dropped, it stopped and spun softly. That's because I use more bounce, which is good, because look, left is in a good spot, straight putt. Should be a nice cleanup for bogey. But could have been a lot closer, a lot better. And I expected it, once it hit that land, to run out more. But I realized that I had opened my face a little bit more. So if I had closed that face, leading more with the edge and chipping how I regularly would, it would have came off and got more run. So right here, we here for bogey. Let's drop this. Let's drop this real quick. All right, we got a little bit of pulling back towards us. Everything's going back this way. A little bit of, we got flies. We can't be distracted. Flies hitting us. So we got a little bit of right to left. So we're gonna aim. We're gonna look right cup. Right cup. We aiming right. It's, for me, it's either right cup or right flag. So honestly, we're gonna aim right flag. You see how that was bad? It was very bad. The speed control was great. Bad, because I kind of pulled up out the putt and I hit off the heel. I don't know if you were able to see, I hit here. And that's very bad. That's why I came so much off to the right. If I would hit center, it was great. The speed was great, because even though it was a mishit, a bad mishit to me, very bad mishit, I still was able to get this close, and you know. So that's a double bogey for a bad, but you know, that was a learning hole. That was good. I had to show y'all that, you know. So now we're gonna just start focusing on getting these birdies and these pars. So y'all just stay tuned. The rest is really gonna be a vlog. I'm gonna talk to y'all a little bit about the shots I'm taking, but we're really locked in, because now we playing against myself in the course. So we up +4. +4, yep, we up plus what? No, we up +3. No. Okay. So we here at hole 4. We got about 130 something to the front. It's about 140 something total. We playing from the blues. The pin is in a funny spot today. A little dirty face. Pin's in a funny spot. So it's on, there's this mound right in the middle. So if you remember from the first video, there's this mound that I played and I got caught on, because I aimed up here. So now the flag was down on the bottom. Now today's at the top. So I'm definitely want to promote more of a draw, softer draw, and use that club. So that is not good, because I came up. You want to stay down there. A little further, a little further, there we go. There we go, a little further out there. So we want to be here. There we go. So that was bad. It's straight though. I didn't like the contact. It was bad. It's right in the middle. Oh, damn. That contact wasn't good. I feel like I bladed it, honestly, because I didn't come through. I wasn't close enough. I wasn't here. Oh, see, why do I feel like that's not good? But it's supposed to be right here. It's more. Oh, yeah, I got to use more of my hips. More of my hips on that one, but we're on the ground. I had a bad miss with a blade. but we still managed to make it on the greens. I think we got a little divot here. I think we got a little divot. Left my divot tool, but still wanna prep them, and you know, do what we can. Take a little piece of this, throw a little piece of that. You know, a little course maintenance, man. Do what you can, make it better. Got a lot of little divots over here, but right there, we're good, brand new. So, bad shot. Like I said, the pin is on the top. So you got this mound right here, pretty steep, very kind of steep. So you really got to give it some juice. So, based off what I see from here, heavy lean. We could attack it with heavy speed and catch the hill and let it drop down, or we could really play the arch and let it come down. But it's gonna be a combination of both. So I'm gonna take this line. We're gonna go right here. This is our line. That's our line right there. Little dirty ball. You little dirty ball. But anyway, right here. So we go right here. That's our line. We're gonna go up. So we aim into the right cup. Little steamroll. Get up. Not bad. Just clean it up for a quick par. We're gonna do a little drill. We're gonna do a one-handed drill right here. This is a drill you could try. You know, Tiger Woods stuff. That fan is blowing. Yo, this wind is blowing the putter on my hand. This is crazy. But we still parred it. Good par. Bad first shot. Don't like the first shot because I bladed it. I didn't get good contact. So, but we landed in the middle. We wanted to land on the top. We still got a par. That's still sturdy. So stay tuned. Okay, so yeah, we had to let these joints charge a little bit, but we back at it, man. We on hole, what's this? 8. We had a bogey and 2 pars. Should have had birdie on the par 5, and so on and so forth. But we back here, we're here now. So anyway, had a great tee shot from back there. We had to use a 7-iron. Set about 175 to the front, to the middle. It's about 185-ish. So this probably ran out to about, so I want to say 182, 180. So yeah, now we're here. We're not trying to do anything. We're going to drop this birdie. We're gonna go right at it. Let's go right at it, man. Just like frick it, man. Oh, that was the line. Perfect line. Terrible finish. But anyway, you see, we need to birdie those. With a great tee shot like that, beautiful line, just a little bit more, more commitment on that putt, and that's a birdie, as you see. And I was kind of a rush putt. I didn't really analyze everything like I should have, but we got the par. Let's finish strong. Let's see if we finish strong. Get this. Bad shot. Definitely a runner. But we got about a 150. Bad shot. See, should have been more in here. Yeah, should have been more in here. And more compact. Probably too far away from my body. I topped it a little bit. So we got 170 to the front, and we're going uphill. So we're gonna choose 183 to the middle, and I was from there. So definitely. And there's a little slope in the middle, and there's some rough. So honestly, I really should just take a 5 and let it fly. When in doubt, do that. So we're a little rough. So even if I don't catch great contact with a 5, it's gonna definitely get to the green. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But we're going a little uphill. So that's why I wanna do this. I usually don't do this. I usually just swing a 6 or something harder. Okay, that's what we need. That's what we need. Oh, wow, caught a fade and hit the fucking tree. That's crazy. And my face is open. Yeah, it wasn't stay down-ish. This awesome shot where we hit the tree, and it's like my trick shot where I like to go backwards, you know, come backwards, you know. So that's what we did. So to line us up for a tougher shot, you know, you got to practice hard. But anyway, it was a terrible shot. So anyway, we're going to hit over this. We're going to draw, light draw. This pitching wedge. Ooh. Oh, damn. I took my head up and it wasn't down. It wasn't down. Yeah, it wasn't. My head did not stay down. Let me see. So we're like 100 yards away. So we got a tough putt over this little hump. It's really straight, but yeah, it's straight, kind of. You just gotta give it power. It's really straight. Turn. Wow. Went so straight. Should have aimed more up here. I think went down here. Easy. Drop it in. Take my time. Oh, rushing. All right. Okay, so we had a pretty gnarly drive from the blue tees, about like 5 yards short of 150. Had a good second shot, good but bad. Right club, pin high, but we in the bunker, so right distance and everything. But oh, now we got a bunker shot, and we're on a slight slope. So I really want to just splash this out. So all I really want to do is just splash this out. Too much. It was a splash out, but it was so much splash. As you see, we're too far. Really should just give it a nice slap. Not even a splash, a nice slap. But so a good first shot. Bad second shot. Now we're here. So, good drive, great drive. Bad second shot, line us in the bunker. Good out, but too much for sure. Now we're putting downhill on a little slope, so we really want to cruise this all the way down. Definitely should have been more. I was putting downhill, but I'm also putting on an angle. So I should have knew better and definitely give it more. Let's just definitely in a rush today. It's called Rush Golf. Jordan. So we'll take a nice I'm here for my approach shot. Little dirty ball, stinking dirty ball, but you clean it off. But you have to love your ball. You have to love it. And I love this ball. This is a pretty ball. This is my ball. You're mine. You're mine. And we're gonna go. I'm gonna take this shot for a nice birdie attempt. Let's see. You just want to get it downhill, nice little putt. Nothing too much. Nothing too much. Little just a little this slow little nice putt. You want to get in the equator of the ball. You want to hit the equator of the ball and let it trickle in like that. You see that? You see, this is a perfect example how you want to hit it and let that wanker just trickle in. Come here, my baby. Come here, my dirty little baby. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you, little baby. You have to love your ball. You have to love it. You have to love it. If you don't love it, it won't love you. And that's how you do that. That's how you do that. That's how you do a birdie attempt. And just stay tuned. We got a lot more MiG Golf, content coming soon, man. So that's a beautiful shot, beautiful putt, and we got a nice little birdie on that. We haven't had a little birdie in a minute, and we're gonna go in this little cave here. So we're going on a little wild adventure and find what balls we can find. Oh, dead body. Oh man, this is dead body here. No, just joking. Just joking. No balls here. No balls here. And we don't really like the random things. Oh man. I think I got the EBGBs going in there, man. Oh mate. But yeah, stay tuned. On to the next hole. That was hole 11. That was a great one. Oh, great one. Stay tuned, man. So we're back at it. One hole 12. But I'm gonna switch it up for the accent for you. But I don't know. Listen, mate. When we play in this accent, I don't know. I feel unstoppable. I can't shake this feeling that I'm like unstoppable in this accent. But here, mate, we're gonna take a nice driver hole. This is a beautiful hole. Have a nice pretty view. So my goal is to really kind of cruise up to the 150 at least and kind of run out really right of the tree, right of the tree. So we'll go here. We want to drop this tee a little lower because we're not trying to get too much flight, in it. We're trying to get a little flight, but nothing too crazy. Oh, we got a little fair rollout. Exactly what I want, and not what I want, but how I want it. But that's the thing about the golf thing. You got to calculate your misses, But yeah, that was a solid drive. But no, it was actually a terrible drive for me. Usually, I'm very straight. Honestly, I did mess up a little bit lowering that tee. I realized that because this tee box is really on a slant on a hill, so I'm kind of really swinging down, so it's already pointed down, and with me having a lower tee, I kind of forced it down that way, so if I should have kept my higher tee, it would actually went exactly where I wanted it to go, down the middle, and it should have been a little closer to my front foot. But solid shot. It's playable. We passed the 150 and we're right on the rough, so we're gonna get there in 2 for sure. All right, so we had a solid drive. Drive wasn't good, but like I said, I wanted to aim for the 150. We got past the 150, and now we're here chilling about 147 to the middle, 130 something to the front. We got a little tree in our way, but honestly, it's not a lot to make me worry, because I can just fade it a little bit and come down and not really worry about it and really clip the edge of it. So we probably gonna do that. Yeah, because I don't like to run it up. I don't like to do bump and runs like with 3s or 5s, because your control's off. But if you practice it enough, you could be great at anything, you know. So for me, I'm fairly good with the fade. We're gonna keep it a little lower, so we're gonna keep it in the middle of the stance. We're gonna keep it a little lower, and we're gonna open our toe up to this way, and we're gonna come like that. We're gonna come like that. We're gonna come underhand. Oh, are you good? Come on, you good? You good? Cart girl came, you know. Let's see if we get some snacks. Now you good? I'm good right now. You got water? Back to our scheduled program. Cart girl came through. We had to turn her down. We didn't need no snacks, you know. Plus she only taking cash. I don't have cash, you know. I only do Apple Pay when I'm on the course. So yeah, back to this fade. Back to this fade, because we about to shoot a fade with this ball if this ball don't go in the hole right now, all right? So you really want to aim this way, body this way, and drop it that way. So back to that. Toe open. For me, when I like to fade, if I'm trying to start it out a certain way, I open my toe up. So it allows me to come off my body like that, you know? So we're gonna show you. It faded. It wasn't a good shot. It was definitely short. I should have aimed more this way. And I should have just swung it straight through the trees, because I hit more tree than I wanted to. And I could have opened my shot up. And that's the thing about a fade. If I was going to fade it like that, I definitely should have clubbed up, because I'm about 10 yards, 15 yards. Well, I'm about 10 yards short of the green. I'm about 8 yards short of the green. 8 yards. So I should have I used a 9. If I would have used the 8, I would have made it great and been on that green. Yes, sir. So the approach shot. Okay, we over here in 2. We're gonna get on in 3, but for real, we're gonna put this in a hole. We got a nice little run out. We're gonna put this right in the hole. We're gonna give this a halfway chip. Whoa. Come on here. So we right in the front of our toe. Here, a little forward pressure. It's not a bad run out. Ah, get a little bit more. You saw how it kind of drew? That wasn't a bad chip. Honestly, I wanted it to be a lot better. I usually end up a lot closer. It was good. See, it was good. All right, you know, that's why I'm making this channel, because I'm not that bad. You know, I'm all right. I'm all right. Where our chip leads us. Nice solid chip. Dirty ball, dirty ball, dirty ball. Ooh, you so dirty. You so dirty. Ooh, baby, you so dirty. You gotta talk to her a little bit before you put it in the hole. Clean her off for the most part. So it's really a straight putt. It's going downhill this way, so really straight putt. I'm gonna aim right at the hole and give it a nice buttery putt. I tapped it. I keep doing it. See, that's why you need to warm up. I tapped it. Like, I came through here and I went like this, opposed to going like this. And that would have went in. That would have definitely went in. And when you just follow through. You gotta follow through. You gotta pause. You gotta pause. The greatest golfers will tell you, you gotta pause. You gotta pause at the end of that putt, man. Come on. Come on, everybody knows that. You gotta just pause, man. So we here in this cut. It's gonna take a full 70. We on this hill, so oh, too much. Of course I hit it. Okay, so we done squabbled and got to the end. We are on hole, what hole we on? We are on hole 16. So this is a par 4. We had a decent drive. Drive was bad contact, but it drew exactly how I wanted to. I got a lucky bounce on the car path. It rolled out and rolled a little past the 150 to sit right at the top of the hill outside the bunker with nice fluffy kind of lie to get me on the green in 2 shots. So now we shooting downhill over this little creek onto the green. So from there it shows about 133. Right now we are +5. This is kind of the best score I've shot in a long time. Well, in a minute, honestly, best score I shot. I think the lowest I shot was like +6. Oh, somebody's about to hit me. +6 or like, no, definitely +7, +8. Did that before. +7, +6, +5. I don't think we accomplished that. So we got 2 more holes. We got a great lineup for birdie here. We just got to make great contact. So 136, shooting downhill to the middle 146. It's going to bounce and roll out. Great contact. So we want either a 9. Honestly, a 9 will get there really nicely. A 9 will get there really nicely. A 9 will probably be perfect. That's gonna probably be perfect. So we're gonna wait for these guys to get off the green, and then we're gonna take a whack at it. Okay, so right here, let's get on this green. A little slant on this. Not worried about that though. Just gonna make the contact with this ball. There we go. There we go. That's what we want. That's exactly what we want right there. That's exactly what we want. That's exactly what we want. That's exactly. Oh, look at the pose. Look at the finish. It's a little bit right of the pin, but I think we're on the green. I think we're on the green. Look at the pose. You got to finish like this. Look at that. Look at that. It's stunting. I ain't going to hold you. But it wasn't exactly a great shot like I wanted it to be. It had more fade on it than I needed. And I should have, and I had a fade grip, but I didn't. My contact was really good. It was really good contact. And since it was good contact, it shaped the shot exactly the way I had it set up. So it's shaped in a fade, but it looks like we're on the green in 2. So we're going to go down there and check it out. So that was a hell of a shot. Got a beastie divot right here. It was a hell of a shot. Pin high. We did leave our divot tool again, which we don't like doing that, but brand new, good. But yeah, from the top, about 150, 148 maybe, faded. So if I would have hit it straight, honestly, if I would have positioned myself a little better, that fade would have left me right here, a little more like right here maybe, so easier putt. But we're still here on the edge. We're gonna get a good putt. Ooh, dirty girl. Look at that. I spun the hell out that ball. Look at that. Look at that. That's when you know you're just going to work. Like, I spun it so much that, yo. We're gonna finish out with this ball. Hopefully we get a good roll on it. Golly. Maybe you roll it this way, or we roll it this way, or we roll it this way. We roll it this way. Golly, boy. Whew, I'm good. Golly, you just beating up balls. That's crazy. I've done it before, but just like with regular clubs. Maybe I did it with this. Anyway, let's putt. Let's putt. Let's go for the birdie. Straight at the hole. Let's go straight at it, man. A little bit more. The line was good. The line was good. The line was good. The line was good, man. The line was good. The line was good. Lock in. Easy par. But it should have been a birdie. You see the line? We're gonna blame it on this crack right here. But the ball still rolled good, considering we had a rip in the ball. That we ripped the ball. 17. We got an 8 to make it great. I really could use a 9. Says we got about, what is it? Let's look at it. Let's be sure. Let's give you accurate readings, and you know, so much pretty much like 162 to the 148 to the front. Pins like kind of in front, so 150-ish. So we swinging an 8. I didn't bring my 9 up here on my pitching wedge, so we're gonna swing a soft 8, like a halfway 8, like a halfway 8. Halfway 8 should be perfect. Halfway 8. Damn, it faded. Ah, man, that wasn't a good shot at all. It faded. And it faded, man, because I had so far in my stance. I should have had it more up here. It really should have been right here. This is where that 8 needs to be. That was terrible. Don't forget my club. That was terrible. I wish there was another ball up here so I could just swing that for shits and giggles. Like, that was, it faded to way. See, I have a natural fade if I don't think about it. Because of my grip. I'll overlap and put my grip on a left-hand side, which is not a bad thing when you account for it and you remember. But when you don't account for it and you just kind of swing like you're swinging a regular straight shot, it always does that and will not slice. But if you got control of it, since that was a really controlled fade, if it was a slice, it would have went out. But it's in a playable position. I'm just gonna have to chip up and have a superb chip to leave me right by the hole. Like, it should have been easier. This should have been a really easy birdie. And just for shits and giggles, I should hit from the white tees just to show y'all. But okay, so right here, we on hole 18. We're gonna take this one just straight. You just want a fairway find, honestly. You just want to I'll take it straight. I'll take it. Oh, I'll take it. Line drive. I'll take it. And so as we see on the last 18th hole, my fault. I didn't mean to hit up on you guys over there, all the way over there. JK. But yeah, as you see, we here, man. So this is a par 5, and we're going for the green on this next shot. Just know that. So y'all about to see an awesome shot. An awesome shot. We're gonna take 3 hybrid over this. We're gonna take 3 hybrid. We're gonna aim it really over the bunker, like straight over the bunker. And since I know I have a natural fade, we're gonna play to my fade. So we're gonna aim over the bunker, like the middle part of the bunker. And my fade should carry me to about the front of that bunker and kind of roll up onto the green, you know. So because the flag is around the corner, if you can see it, it's kind of tucked away up on this tree. So really, I could realistically shoot directly at and over the water, but I'm gonna take the risky safe route, you know. So the risky safe route is kind of playing along, it's kind of going at it but shaping it. So see, 210 to the front, to the middle. Honestly, this is a 5, so I'm probably gonna take a 5 straight at this. Honestly, I think a 5, even if I take a 3, but a 3 is gonna be too much. You feel me? So if I aim at the front of this, I'm 196. I could do that with my 6. But just to be safe, I'm gonna take a 5, and we're gonna thrive. So we're gonna go straight at this once these guys move out, just to be safe. But the hole's 210. The front of it is 196. We got a 5 iron in hand, and I got a plan. So we're gonna aim to the front of that bunker and fade. Front bunker and fade. You want a full swing. You want a nice slow backswing. You want to come through that joint. So I think we good. That's enough, but it drew. Well, we at the front of the bunker. Enough, but it drew. But we at the front of the bunker. We went over and we drew. I should have aimed more straight, and we had enough. We had enough. So wow, I thought that 5 shot landed me way farther over. It's not bad. I'm in the fairway from down there. I didn't plan my shot before I swing, meaning I did, but I didn't remember to finish with a fade. So it drew opposed to finishing this way, closer towards the hole. It finished away from the hole, but we still on low grass, you know, in striking distance, and we looking straight at the pin. You know, we're a little downhill. This is a beautiful view. We got the sun shining on us. Blessed. Look at this. We just feeling a great shot right now. So we're gonna get a nice chip, try to hit off that mound and kind of roll it in. Yeah, we're gonna hit off that mound. We're gonna aim right at it. We're gonna get right here. Right here. Halfway. Finish high. Finish high. Finish high. Get a run out. A little bit more. It wasn't a bad chip. We're on a green in 3. That's not, listen, we lined up for birdie, but I definitely would have loved a little more run out. And I could have did that, but I liked the chip. It was great contact. It was great air. It's a great view. And we got a great line to the flag, and we lined up for birdie. We lined up for birdie. Good way to end on the 18th hole. Lined up for birdie, and we're looking straight at this hole, and it's kind of straight, but we got a little dip over there, honestly. So I'm gonna really just aim left flag with a nice pace and a nice speed. Oh, left is so short. Oh my fuck. Left is so short, bro. What the fuck? Left is so short. That was just par. Fuck! Easy birdie. Easy birdie, man. But anyway, shout outs to everybody who tuned in to this day on this channel for this video, for this vlog. Man, stay tuned. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Smash that. Share, you know, like I said, we got a couple tips on here, but we just having fun out here. So today's just me out here, but we got a couple of events and a couple tournaments lined up, and we will be getting a lot of great content. But this is Sycamore Creek. Thank you to Sycamore Creek and everybody here. Appreciate y'all for allowing us to enjoy this beautiful course. But yeah, man, I'm still mad. I should have got that birdie, man. That's a birdie. That's a birdie, dog. That's a bird, man. Come on, bird, man. So let's see. I think we finished +5 today. So follow me and stay tuned on my journey to scratch golf. We're going to be scratching soon, and we're going to be breaking that too. So we broke 90, we broke 80. We got, I think we got a 75 today. But good day of golf. Stay tuned.